I hate internet drama and politics. Yeah, I really do. I hate talking about them. I hate having them on my channel. I hate having people get mad at me and like threaten my life and my well-being and my state of mind just because of my political beliefs or because of some internet drama made up by some fucking loser trying to make clout on hating on somebody while themselves being a terrible person, like a pedophile or rapist, or themselves being a racist or a sexist or a homophobe. It gets boring after a while. Especially when they are, inconsequential nobodies from Texas who aren't even worth talking about or even remembering their name. Yeah. By the way, if you're wondering why you're only seeing this, I want my set to show off a little more, I feel like we don't get a chance to really see it too much, too often. Also, this is my standing camera, but my sitting camera is low on memory right now because it's uploading something else. So here we are. I'm just tired of politics. Like, the thing is, right, in a normal political process, right, you'll have a conservative and a Democrat, You'll have your right and your left, which actually to me is left and right, but because this is actually switched, as you can tell, for some reason, I hate that they did. I wish there was a way I could switch it around, but no, you can't. It just records like this, and none of my apps allow me to switch it, so whatever, who cares? Anyways, but in this political process we haven't had, left and right. We've had the left and Donald Trump's psychosis and his just crazy shit. And like, when you see him advocating for violence against protesters and journalists, things that are like your constitutional right to be, and then his entire audience cheers. It's really jarring. There are police getting ready, in case there's violence in the streets, and not violence from Democrats or liberals. See, you see these protests that happen, right? Like, liberals go out and they protest something, but then violence happens. Somebody breaks a window or something. Well, here's the thing, right? There are a handful of people in every town all over the world. There's like a small percentage of people that when they see protests going, they think, let's go break some shit, nigga! Yeah! Like, they immediately are just like, but like, there's a difference between that and then seeing protests and thinking, I gotta go defend America from these people by killing them. Like that fucking Kyle piece of shit. Fuck you, Kyle. Of course your fucking name's Kyle. Why are you naming your kid Kyle? Are you saving up for a douchebag convention? I bet you are. But your name is fucking Karen, you fucking cunt. Hi. They're not gearing up for liberals' violent protests. They're gearing up for all the conservatives, all the Trump support. I don't even like saying conservatives because I don't like conflating conservatism and republicanism with Trump supporters. Because that's not true. I don't believe that all conservatives and Republicans are racist, sexist, homophobic Trump supporters that are okay with him raping his ex-wife and being friends with Jeffrey Epstein and talking about how much he wants to fuck his goddamn daughter. No, I don't believe you guys are like that. I don't. And I know a lot of you who are voting for Joe Biden, not because you like Joe Biden, not because you like liberals, not because all of a sudden you're a fucking Democrat. No, but because Donald Trump is so fucking psychotic that that's all you can do. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm okay. It's almost over. And it looks like Trump might lose, but then again, he might just fucking cheat. He might just fuck this whole system up. And it's not like he's just gonna leave. And even if he does leave, even if everything goes according to plan, he still has the right to run again in 2024, in 2028, in 2032. He still has the right to vote until the day he fucking dies. Why couldn't he have just died of COVID, man? Why? Probably because he didn't have it in the first place. He's probably lying. Here's the thing, right? For a while, I could believe that he just doesn't get why everything he's doing is wrong. He'll demonize protesters and journalists, but then at the same time, he'll be like, did you guys hear a few days ago there was like a caravan of Trump supporters in big trucks and shit trying to push a Biden bus off the road, intimidating them, threatening them, domestic terrorism. And then Trump was like, "Did you hear about these very fine people? They're not very fine people. They're people who are trying to fuck with democracy, with our American way of life, while you shit on the Constitution and wipe your fucking ass with it. You piece of shit." You have no idea what you're talking about, Donald, and your supporters have no idea what you're talking about, and they will just cheer anything. You could be like, "I am a blue Martian, and my name is Tiki Tiki Boo Boo," and they'd all be like, "Ah, Macca, ah." Like, holy fuck! I'm okay. Like I said, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm alright. You know, it's not like I warned you all that this shit would happen 4 fucking years ago and then had Secret Service on my ass, because I might have been a wee bit drunk during that live stream and I may have possibly, kind of, maybe subtly threatened his life. But hey, no, I'm the bad guy, right? You know, he's like over 200,000 Americans die from a preventable plague, but I'm the bad guy because I said nigger. Yeah. Whatever. Like, here's the thing, right? See, with Donald Trump, we've known he's been a piece of shit since the very beginning. Like, decades before he ran for president. You know, before the turn of the fucking century. We've known this motherfucker is a piece of shit. His whole shtick is being an asshole, being the bad guy, being the villain. You know, firing people, "You're fired," making the ugliest face he can. What is with that? Let me look as ugly as possible when firing people. He couldn't possibly, like, you know, be all dignified, clean shaven, nice hair, nice suit, looking all sharp, and be like, "David, you're fired." No, he'd be like, "You're fired." And like, he did photo ops and people were like, "Yeah, do the "you're fired." He's like, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" It's like, Is this who you're voting for? Like, I get it. You didn't like Obama because he's black. I got it. But, like, seriously, this is what you're going to go for? You couldn't have just voted for Hillary? "Oh, I'm afraid of..." "Oh, you afraid of..." Seriously, are you afraid of vaginas? You fucking dirty incels. I hate it when someone calls me an incel. It's like, incels not only don't get laid, most likely have never gotten laid, and they don't pursue pussy. I have gotten laid. I have lost my virginity. I lost that 12 years ago. And I am actively looking for pussy. Oh my god. I have not given up on women. Not at all. I don't blame women for anything, okay? Like, yeah, sure, I've had a few women in my life that have been kind of trash, you know, but women have had a few men in their life who have been kind of trash. But for either of us to blame an entire gender on some trash people it's just cuckoo. It's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's all it is. Ugh. And that's what these people are. Cuckoo. I had someone on Twitter, right? So you guys, you saw my SantaCruzJoker movie trailer. It's not really a movie trailer. It's, you know, it's a parody of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker trailer. And, like, it's funny with the HD trailer thing in the corner, right? Like, it is in HD. It's in 1080p. Like, if your phone doesn't play 1080p, that's not my fault, okay? That's your fault. You need to get a better phone. But it plays in 1080p. It is high def for all intents and purposes. Now, the footage is because some of it is live stream compressed footage. But needless to say, someone's like, "Oh, this video isn't actually in high def." And it's like, it's a joke. You ever think that maybe this guy who dresses like the Joker and, like, does YouTube videos and, like, fucks around and says bad words is maybe just, like, kind of joking? And here's the fun thing, right? Because you'd be like, "Oh, well, you know, when Donald Trump does the things he does, he's just joking." It's like, yeah, but here's the thing. I'm not president of the United States. If I was president of the United States, I'd take that role very seriously, and I wouldn't be fucking around on YouTube or on Twitter or on Instagram or shit dressing up like the Joker. No, I'd be doing my fucking job. That's why I'm not president. I don't want to be president. Oh my god. You know, the presidency is supposed to age the president. Like, within 4 years, Barack Obama was, like, super gray. And now he's, like, all gray. Donald Trump looks remarkably the same. It's because the rest of us have aged 10 years since he's taken office. It just hurts after a while, man. It hurts to see people so willing to... Because, like, here's the thing. You might not be a racist, sexist, homophobe. But you saw a man who is and that wasn't a deal breaker for you. You'd rather go with the racist, sexist, homophobe than the woman that you just don't like for whatever reason. Like, Hillary's not a racist. I'm sure at some point she's held some racist views, but she just doesn't exhibit that. You know, she's not sexist towards men. She's not. And as for homophobic, yeah, she used to believe that, you know, marriage should be between a man and a woman, but she's learned that that's not how it should be. And she learned that, you know, when the winds are changing, you should change too. When everybody's saying, hey, gay people should be allowed to get married, you should too. Now, there are limits. There are limits. Like with pedophilia and murder and rape. If everybody else is doing it, maybe you should just kill everyone. But besides that, yeah. And I come to you today not as the SantaCruzJoker, but as me, myself, because it's important that you hear it from me, the man himself, the person who so many people claim to hate, that so many people don't like. But yet those same people will love Donald Trump. Donald Trump has never said the N-word on camera or on tape, as far as we know. But that doesn't mean he doesn't harbor racism towards African Americans and all people of color, and probably women, and the LGBTQ. And to you people who refer to it as just the LGB, you go to hell. Trans people are people. Trans rights are human rights. Black Lives Matter. Fuck you. Fuck you for being an asshole to these people who have dealt with so much more than you'll ever understand. And I will use my platform whenever I want to make sure that people know that I don't side with bigotry and hatred. Yeah, I've said bad words. But if you don't understand the difference, it's probably because you're a stupid fucking Trump supporter. Anyways, I finally feel like I've actually said my piece. Hopefully my editor can go through and make this a little more coherent. And if he did, thank you, my friend. He does such great work. And he does it pro bono because I'm such a decent enough person that people are willing to do, you know, things for me for free. Whereas, like, a lot of the people who hate on me and support Donald Trump, they need to pay people to do shit for them. Because they're just that horrendous that people won't work with them. Because they're just that horrendous that when they ask people to go on their podcast, people look them up and go, oh no, fuck you. You're a rapist and a pedophile. And you hide behind a paywall like a bitch. And you never show up to a fight. Anyways, guys, we'll see you next time. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and share. And the biggest things you could do to help this channel is share and subscribe and like. That's it. Every YouTuber asks you to do it. I don't know why people act like I'm a weirdo for asking. Everybody does it. It's like, seriously, anything I do, the haters will be like, oh, he does this. Isn't that weird? And it's like, no, that's just like a completely normal thing. Like, grow up. Later.